What if I told you the most powerful tool for your success and happiness isn't something you buy, but something you already possess? This video dives deep into ancient wisdom and modern science to reveal how you can unlock profound personal potential. Get ready to tap into the true power of your mind. What if I told you that the greatest power you will ever encounter doesn't exist outside of you, but within your own mind? Imagine having the key to unlock endless possibilities in your life, to dissolve fears, attract success, and awaken abilities you never knew you had. Today, I will show you exactly how to tap into this secret power, and by the end of this speech, you will understand why nothing is impossible for you. Every human being carries within them a universe of untapped potential. Yet most of us live far below what we are capable of. Why? Because we have not learned the secret language of the mind. The mind is not just a thinking organ, it is a creative force, a dynamic power that shapes your reality, your relationships, your health, and your abundance. In the next few minutes, you will discover how to eliminate self-doubt and fear that quietly limits your achievements, the techniques to harness your subconscious mind to work in your favor, the truth about how your thoughts can become your most powerful tool, or your most destructive enemy. Stay with me, and I will guide you step by step to unlock the doors of your mind, reveal your true potential, and show you how to live a life full of purpose, power, and unlimited success. Within you lies a power that far surpasses anything external, a force so immense that it can shape your reality, transform your circumstances, and elevate every area of your life. Most people go through life unaware of this power, living within limitations they believe are fixed, thinking that success, happiness, or peace are matters of luck or circumstance. Yet the truth is that the mind is the most powerful instrument you possess. It is not simply a thinking organ, it is the creator of your experiences, the unseen architect that molds your reality according to the thoughts, beliefs, and images you hold within it. Every achievement ever realized by humanity began as a thought, a vision, a belief nurtured within the mind. And the same principle applies to you. The infinite power within you is not reserved for the chosen few. It is accessible to anyone who understands how to awaken it, anyone who is willing to align their conscious and subconscious mind with their highest aspirations. Your subconscious mind is like fertile soil, ready to grow whatever seeds you plant within it. Every thought, whether conscious or unconscious, is a seed. Positive thoughts, constructive beliefs, and empowering ideas grow into experiences of success, fulfillment, and abundance. Negative thoughts, doubts, and fears, if left unchecked, grow into limitations, obstacles, and suffering. This is the law of mental creation, the natural principle by which life unfolds. When you realize that your mind is creative in nature, you stop blaming circumstances for your life and begin to understand that you are, in fact, the creator of your circumstances. This understanding alone can ignite a profound transformation, for it gives you a sense of control, not in a superficial way, but in a deep, empowering way that changes the trajectory of your life. Imagine for a moment the power that resides in your subconscious. It is the part of you that governs your habits, your instincts, your emotions, and even your health. It responds to every thought, every belief, and every image you feed it. When you consciously choose thoughts of success, abundance, and happiness, the subconscious takes these impressions and works tirelessly to bring them into your reality. It coordinates your actions, aligns opportunities, and guides your intuition to manifest what you believe and feel is real. Many people go through life with a subconscious mind programmed with limitations, fears, and doubts, and wonder why they cannot achieve the life they desire. The answer is always the same. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner programming. To change your life, you must first change the inner blueprint of your mind. Every great accomplishment you have ever admired began as an inner conviction, a deep belief in the possible. The inventors, artists, leaders, and visionaries you revere did not allow external circumstances to define them. They tapped into the infinite power within, trusting in the unseen and nurturing their ideas until they manifested in the material world. You too have access to this same power. You too can create solutions where others see obstacles, opportunities where others see limitation. and success where others see failure. The difference between those who live a life of unfulfilled potential and those who achieve greatness is not circumstance, it is the conscious use of the mind, the deliberate alignment of thoughts, beliefs, and feelings with the desired outcome. The power within you is also a healing power. The mind has the ability to influence the body, to restore balance, health, and vitality when properly directed. Chronic stress, fear, and negative thinking can weaken this natural healing force, while positive, confident, and constructive thinking can strengthen it. By affirming health, by visualizing wellness, and by believing in your body's natural capacity to heal, you activate this latent power. It is not merely imagination, it is the mind's response to mental impressions, a principle that has been validated by countless experiences and observations. Every thought you nurture about your body, your abilities, and your circumstances either supports or hinders this vital energy within you. When you understand this principle, you realize that the potential to improve, to create, and to achieve resides not in luck or external intervention, but in your own mind. The key to unlocking this infinite power lies in understanding the relationship between the conscious and subconscious mind. The conscious mind is like the gardener who plants the seeds. The subconscious is the soil that nurtures and grows them. If the gardener plants seeds of fear, doubt, and limitation, the soil will grow obstacles, worry, and failure. If the gardener plants seeds of faith, courage, and vision, the soil will grow success, opportunity, and fulfillment. The conscious mind must therefore be vigilant and deliberate in the thoughts and images it impresses upon the subconscious. It must choose beliefs that empower, thoughts that elevate, and visions that inspire. Every time you affirm your potential, every time you imagine your success vividly, you are planting seeds that will inevitably grow into the reality you desire. This process is not instantaneous, but it is reliable, precise, and governed by universal law. Many people underestimate their own potential because they look at their current circumstances and judge themselves by what they see. Yet the true measure of a person's power is not what exists now, but what can be created through the proper use of the mind. Your mind is not confined by your past, your upbringing, or your present limitations. It is limitless in its capacity to imagine, to innovate, and to transform. By consciously directing your thoughts toward positive, constructive, and ambitious outcomes, you activate this infinite potential. Your imagination is the doorway through which your future passes into the present. Whatever you see clearly in your mind with emotion and belief is setting the stage for manifestation. Every action you take, every decision you make, is influenced by the thoughts and beliefs you carry. When you align your conscious intentions with the infinite power of your subconscious, your actions are no longer random or reactive. They are guided, inspired, and effective. You begin to notice opportunities, solutions, and resources that were always available, but invisible to an untrained mind. You develop clarity, confidence, and courage, knowing that the power of your mind is working on your behalf. Challenges are no longer barriers, they are stepping stones, designed to strengthen your ability to focus, believe, and create. The infinite power within is not passive. It is dynamic, responsive, and ever-present, waiting for your conscious awareness to direct it toward the life you desire. This power is accessible to anyone willing to learn its principles, to trust its guidance, and to consistently impress it with thoughts of achievement, abundance, and joy. It is not a fleeting force or a trick of chance. It is the natural outcome of the mind working in harmony with universal law. When you begin to understand that everything you experience begins within, you free yourself from the illusion of limitation. You no longer wait for permission, for circumstance, or for luck. You take responsibility for your life, knowing that the infinite power within you is sufficient to create anything that aligns with your highest good. It is always available, always responsive, and always eager to cooperate with the beliefs and thoughts you impress upon it. Belief is the invisible architect of your life, the force that silently shapes your experiences, circumstances, and the very reality you inhabit. Many people go through life unaware of the profound influence of their beliefs. They attribute their successes to luck, their failures to circumstance, and they fail to recognize that every event, every achievement, and every challenge is a reflection of the beliefs held deeply within their subconscious mind. Your beliefs act as a filter through which you perceive the world, a lens that determines not only what you notice, but also what you manifest. When you truly understand the power of belief, you come to realize that your life is not a series of random events, but a precise manifestation of the convictions you hold, whether they are conscious or unconscious, empowering or limiting. The mind is naturally obedient to belief. Whatever you impress upon your subconscious with intensity, emotion, and repetition becomes your reality. This is why two people can experience the same situation in entirely different ways. One sees opportunity and triumphs, while the other sees limitation and suffers. The difference lies in the beliefs each carries. Belief is not merely wishful thinking, it is a deeply held conviction that the subconscious mind accepts as truth. Once a belief is deeply rooted, it directs thought patterns, emotional responses, and even physical actions toward the fulfillment of that belief. Therefore, understanding the law of belief is not an abstract concept. It is a practical, functional key to transforming every area of your life. When you hold empowering beliefs about your abilities, your health, your relationships, or your financial abundance, your mind automatically begins to align circumstances to confirm those beliefs. You begin to notice opportunities that were always present but invisible to a mind clouded by doubt. You begin to attract people, resources, and ideas that resonate with your inner conviction. Conversely, limiting beliefs, such as fear of failure, feelings of unworthiness, or the assumption that life is hard or unfair, constrict your potential and shape a life of struggle and frustration. The subconscious does not discriminate. It accepts whatever is impressed upon it and acts accordingly, bringing your beliefs to life through your behavior, decisions, and even the situations you encounter. Understanding this principle is essential, because it reveals that you are not a passive observer in your own life. You are the creative force, the designer of your reality through the beliefs you cultivate. Belief has a physiological and psychological impact as well. When you truly believe something to be possible, your brain, body, and emotions align with that belief. You develop the confidence to take actions that might otherwise seem daunting. Your energy increases, your focus sharpens, and your resilience strengthens. Your subconscious begins to organize circumstances, resources, and ideas in ways that make your belief a reality. On the other hand, disbelief, doubt, and fear disrupt the natural flow of this creative energy. The mind resists actions that contradict a negative belief, and opportunities slip past unnoticed. This is why self-doubt can be so limiting. It is a silent saboteur that prevents you from realizing your potential, not because the world is against you, but because your own inner convictions are misaligned with your aspirations. The law of belief operates both consciously and unconsciously. Often, people are unaware of the beliefs that govern their lives because they are deeply ingrained, developed through upbringing, society, or past experiences. These subconscious beliefs act as unseen scripts, directing responses and shaping expectations. To harness the law of belief effectively, it is necessary to first become aware of these internal programs. Awareness allows you to identify limiting beliefs, question their validity, and replace them with new, empowering beliefs that support your goals. It is not enough to intellectually wish for success or happiness. The mind requires emotional conviction and repetition to accept a new belief as truth. Consistency is key, for the subconscious responds to persistent impressions more than fleeting thoughts or temporary desires. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools for impressing beliefs upon the subconscious. By vividly imagining your goals as already achieved, feeling the emotions associated with success, and affirming the reality of what you desire, you are programming your subconscious mind with a powerful belief in your own ability to manifest your desires. Every detail, every feeling, every mental image reinforces the conviction that your goal is possible, that you are capable, and that your life is already moving toward this outcome. This is the practical application of the law of belief. By shaping what your subconscious accepts as true, you are actively designing your reality and opening pathways for manifestation. Affirmations work in tandem with belief. When repeated with sincerity, they impress the mind with new convictions. Simple statements such as, "I am confident," "I am worthy of success," or "I attract abundance effortlessly" are not mere words. They are instructions to the subconscious mind, guiding it to act in harmony with these beliefs. Over time, repeated affirmations dissolve old limitations and replace them with new empowering programs. The subconscious, ever faithful to the beliefs impressed upon it, begins to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the affirmation, gradually creating real-world outcomes that reflect your inner conviction. This is why belief is not just a mental exercise. It is the mechanism through which thought becomes reality, intention becomes manifestation, and potential becomes achievement. Faith is the emotional counterpart of belief. A belief without emotional conviction lacks the power to fully activate the subconscious mind. When you feel deeply that something is true, that it is not only possible but inevitable, you magnify the creative force within you. Emotion is the energy that drives the law of belief into action. Without emotional engagement, beliefs remain dormant, like seeds that never germinate. When faith and feeling are combined with mental clarity and visualization, the subconscious mind begins to work continuously to transform your beliefs into tangible outcomes. You begin to notice synchronicities, solutions, and opportunities that seem to appear magically, but in reality, they are the natural consequences of your mind operating in alignment with the law of belief. Understanding the law of belief also requires recognizing that your environment, the people you interact with, and the information you consume all influence your inner convictions. Negative influences can subtly reinforce doubts and limitations, while positive influences nurture empowerment and possibility. Choosing your environment and associations with care is therefore essential in cultivating beliefs that support your potential. The mind is highly impressionable, and repeated exposure to negative or limiting ideas can undermine even the strongest intentions. Conversely, immersion in positive, empowering, and inspiring environments reinforces belief, strengthens conviction, and accelerates the manifestation of your desires. The law of belief is universal and impartial. It does not favor anyone based on social status, education, or background. It responds to the beliefs impressed upon it, faithfully converting thoughts into reality. This means that no circumstance, past failure, or current limitation can prevent the mind from creating extraordinary results when beliefs are aligned with positive outcomes. The moment you understand that your beliefs are the architects of your destiny, you take control of the most important variable in your life, your inner world. By deliberately cultivating beliefs that support your dreams, your health, your abundance, and your happiness, you set in motion a chain of events that naturally brings your desires to fruition. Belief is the silent power that, once harnessed, transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary ones. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools the human mind possesses, a gateway through which thoughts are transformed into reality. Every great achievement begins as a mental image, a clear and vivid picture in the mind of the person who dares to believe it possible. Your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It responds to the impressions you give it with perfect obedience. This means that the mental images you cultivate, the scenarios you rehearse in your mind, and the experiences you imagine as already achieved are planting seeds in your subconscious that will inevitably grow into your reality. Visualization is not a mere mental exercise. It is the practical application of the creative power of the mind, the blueprint through which success, health, and abundance are brought into being. The power of visualization lies in the clarity and emotion you bring to the images you create. A vague wish or half-hearted thought has little effect on the subconscious. The mind responds to precision, detail, and feeling. When you see your goal clearly, when you imagine yourself living it fully, when you feel the emotions of achievement, satisfaction, and joy, your subconscious receives this as a directive and begins to align your conscious actions, your intuition, and your external circumstances with this vision. The subconscious does not analyze or question, it simply acts upon the impression it receives. This is why athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, and leaders have long used visualization to enhance their performance, master skills, and achieve extraordinary results. They do not rely on luck. They rely on the consistent and deliberate use of their imagination to instruct the subconscious mind. Every thought you consistently visualize is a message to your subconscious. If you focus on failure, scarcity, or limitation, the subconscious interprets this as a program to create more of the same. Conversely, when you vividly imagine abundance, health, and success, the subconscious accepts these images as reality and sets into motion the mental, emotional, and practical processes necessary to manifest them. This is why many people struggle to achieve their goals. They may consciously desire success, but their subconscious mind is conditioned with doubts, fears, or images of failure. Visualization bridges this gap by impressing the mind with clear, positive, and specific images that are aligned with your true desires. The more consistently and vividly you visualize, the stronger the impression on the subconscious, and the more certain the outcome becomes. The act of visualization is also a form of communication with the universal creative intelligence that resides within you. When you see yourself achieving your goals, feeling the success, and living in the reality you desire, you are effectively instructing your subconscious mind to bring that reality into existence. This is not wishful thinking. It is a precise and practical method to harness the law of mind. Your subconscious mind is constantly working to fulfill the dominant images you hold, whether positive or negative. By consciously creating detailed and emotionally charged visualizations, you are deliberately guiding this creative force toward the life you intend to live. Visualization should be immersive and multisensory. It is not enough to simply imagine a goal in abstract terms. You must see it, feel it, hear it, and even sense it as though it were real in the present moment. If your goal is financial abundance, visualize the tangible results. See yourself receiving the money, feel the security it brings, experience the gratitude and freedom it produces. If your goal is health, imagine your body vibrant and strong. Feel the vitality flowing through every cell. Sense the energy and balance that accompanies wellness. If your goal is personal achievement or recognition, visualize yourself performing, creating, or leading with confidence and joy. The more detailed and emotionally charged the visualization, the more potent it becomes, and the subconscious mind responds with precise alignment in thought, action, and circumstance. One of the greatest advantages of visualization is that it trains the mind to overcome obstacles before they even appear. When you mentally rehearse success, you prepare yourself to handle challenges with calmness, clarity, and creativity. Visualization strengthens your confidence, builds resilience, and develops intuition. It teaches the subconscious to expect success rather than fear failure, and this expectation naturally influences your conscious decisions and actions. Your imagination becomes a rehearsal space, a training ground where success is practiced until it becomes inevitable in reality. Visualization also reinforces belief. Belief is the foundation of all achievement, and visualization is its practical expression. When you consistently see yourself succeeding, the subconscious mind begins to accept this as an unquestionable truth. The emotions associated with the visualized outcome reinforce the conviction that your goal is not only possible, but certain. This internal certainty transforms hesitation into decisive action, doubt into courage, and limitation into opportunity. The subconscious mind, being obedient to belief and visualization, begins to coordinate circumstances, attract the right people, and guide your actions in alignment with the vision. To fully harness visualization, it is essential to practice it consistently. Daily visualization, preferably in a calm and relaxed state, impresses the subconscious repeatedly, strengthening the mental image until it becomes dominant. the mind is naturally obedient to repetition and emotion. The more frequently and vividly you visualize, the more deeply the subconscious accepts it as reality. This process also replaces limiting thoughts and fears with empowering images, creating a mental environment that nurtures success. Your imagination becomes a tool, a laboratory of creation, where possibilities are explored, refined, and brought into tangible existence. Many people underestimate the importance of feeling during visualization. Thought alone, without emotional engagement, lacks sufficient power to impress the subconscious. Emotions act as the energy that activates mental images, making them compelling and believable to the mind. Joy, gratitude, excitement, and satisfaction are the most potent emotional fuels for visualization, as they signal to the subconscious that the imagined reality is already true and desirable. Negative emotions, on the other hand, can sabotage progress, reinforcing doubt and limitation. Therefore, visualization should always be paired with positive feelings, creating an inner experience that mirrors the outcome you wish to achieve. Visualization is also a method to align your conscious goals with your subconscious mind. Often, the conscious mind has desires that are at odds with subconscious programming, which results in frustration and delay. By repeatedly visualizing your goals with emotion, clarity, and conviction, you harmonize the conscious and subconscious aspects of your mind. The subconscious begins to support your intentions, guiding you toward opportunities, solutions, and actions that make your vision manifest. Over time, this alignment becomes automatic, and your life begins to reflect the images you consistently hold in your imagination. It is important to remember that visualization is not passive. While the subconscious is powerful, the conscious mind must take inspired action in alignment with the vision. Visualization prepares the mind, strengthens belief, and directs energy, but action transforms possibility into reality. When visualization is combined with deliberate action, persistence, and faith, it becomes an unstoppable force that shapes circumstances, influences people, and creates outcomes that were once thought impossible. The subconscious mind orchestrates these manifestations through intuition, insight, and coordinated effort, often revealing pathways that the conscious mind alone would never have discovered. Through visualization, you can unlock the extraordinary potential within you, transforming ordinary desires into tangible achievements. It is the blueprint of success, a method by which dreams are given form and substance. The practice of visualization teaches the mind to focus, to believe, and to act in harmony with the natural laws of creation. By continually seeing your goals as already accomplished, feeling the satisfaction of achievement, and impressing these images upon your subconscious mind, you set in motion a powerful chain of mental, emotional, and practical events that bring your vision into reality. Words are more than mere sounds. They are instructions to the subconscious mind, carrying the power to shape your reality, influence your behavior, and transform your life. Affirmations are the deliberate use of words to impress upon your mind specific beliefs, desires, and outcomes. When repeated with conviction and emotional involvement, affirmations become powerful tools that reprogram the subconscious, replacing limiting thoughts with empowering ones. Many people underestimate the significance of what they say to themselves each day, unaware that their internal dialogue is constantly influencing their subconscious programming. Every word you speak, whether aloud or silently, contributes to the mental blueprint that your subconscious mind follows. Affirmations are a conscious and deliberate method of guiding that inner dialogue toward positive and constructive results, ensuring that your mind works in harmony with your highest goals. The power of affirmations lies in their ability to bypass the critical conscious mind and communicate directly with the subconscious. The conscious mind is analytical, skeptical, and often influenced by doubt or fear, but the subconscious mind is obedient and impressionable. By repeating affirmations, you create a strong, consistent impression that the subconscious accepts as truth. The repetition of positive statements accompanied by belief and emotion gradually replaces negative programming with empowering beliefs that support your health, wealth, relationships, and personal success. The subconscious mind does not argue, it faithfully manifests the thoughts and beliefs it receives. This makes affirmations one of the most effective tools for transforming self-limiting patterns, overcoming fears, and achieving goals that once seemed impossible. For affirmations to be effective, they must be phrased positively and in the present tense. Your mind responds to what you affirm as reality, not to what you desire in the future. Saying "I am confident and capable" is far more effective than "I will try to be confident," because the subconscious mind accepts the present tense statement as already true and begins to act in alignment with it. Similarly, affirmations should focus on what you want, not on what you wish to avoid. The subconscious cannot distinguish between negation and affirmation. If you repeat, "I am not afraid," the mind often registers fear rather than courage. Instead, affirm "I am courageous, calm, and capable," ensuring that the subconscious receives a clear directive to generate the qualities and circumstances you desire. The emotional component of affirmations cannot be overstated. Words alone are limited in power without feeling. Emotions act as a magnifying force, amplifying the impression made upon the subconscious mind. When you affirm with conviction, belief, and feeling, the subconscious interprets the affirmation as a reality to be brought into existence. Joy, gratitude, enthusiasm, and confidence are the most effective emotions to pair with affirmations, as they signal to the mind that the desired outcome is already present and beneficial. By emotionally engaging with your affirmations, you create a powerful resonance that activates the subconscious to manifest the reality aligned with your statements. Consistency and repetition are essential to the success of affirmations. The subconscious mind responds to repeated impressions more effectively than to sporadic or fleeting thoughts. Daily practice, particularly in a calm and relaxed state, reinforces the new beliefs and ensures that they become dominant within the mind. Morning and evening are ideal times, as the subconscious is more receptive during these periods of relaxation and heightened suggestibility. By repeating affirmations with regularity, you gradually overwrite old patterns of fear, doubt, and limitation, replacing them with empowering beliefs that guide your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward desired outcomes. Over time, these repeated affirmations form new mental habits that shape your daily life and long-term destiny. Affirmations are versatile and can be applied to every aspect of life. For health, affirmations such as "My body is strong, healthy, and full of vitality" can enhance your natural healing abilities and encourage lifestyle choices that support wellness. For wealth and abundance, statements like "I attract prosperity and success easily and effortlessly" direct the subconscious toward opportunities, ideas, and actions that generate financial growth. For personal growth, affirmations such as "I am confident, wise, and capable in all that I do" foster self-assurance and resilience. For relationships, affirming "I am loving, compassionate, and attract positive connections" shapes your interactions and draws people who resonate with these qualities. The universality of affirmations lies in their ability to impress the subconscious mind with any belief, guiding your life in alignment with your intentions. Affirmations also work in harmony with visualization. When you combine vivid mental imagery with emotionally charged affirmations, you strengthen the impression upon the subconscious. Visualize yourself already living the reality you affirm. Feel the emotions associated with that reality, and repeat affirmations that reinforce your belief. This combination creates a powerful synergy that accelerates manifestation and enhances the effectiveness of both techniques. Visualization and affirmation together create a mental environment where the subconscious mind is fully aligned with your conscious intentions, orchestrating circumstances, ideas, and actions that bring your goals to fruition. The subconscious mind is highly obedient, but it responds best to clarity and simplicity. Affirmations should be concise, specific, and emotionally resonant, Long or complicated statements dilute their impact. Clear, focused statements that convey exactly what you desire leave no room for doubt or misinterpretation, ensuring that the subconscious fully comprehends and acts upon the message. The mind responds to simplicity and clarity, and the repetition of short, meaningful affirmations builds a dominant mental impression that influences every thought, decision, and action. Affirmations are not limited by past experiences or current circumstances. The subconscious mind does not judge or question the truth of an affirmation. It responds to the consistent message impressed upon it. This means that no matter how entrenched a limiting belief may have been, it can be replaced by a new, empowering belief through persistent use of affirmations. The mind begins to rewire itself, forming new neural pathways that support the new reality. Over time, the repeated use of affirmations transforms perception, changes behavior, and attracts opportunities that confirm the truth of the new beliefs. In this way, affirmations are a practical, reliable method for achieving self-mastery and realizing your full potential. It is also important to live in alignment with your affirmations. While the subconscious mind is powerful, your conscious actions, thoughts, and attitudes should reflect the beliefs you are impressing. Affirmations are most effective when combined with inspired action, faith, and consistency. When you affirm abundance, confidence, health, or success, and simultaneously take steps that align with these statements, you create a powerful feedback loop. The subconscious mind coordinates circumstances, ideas, and intuitive insights to support your actions, and your life begins to mirror the reality you are affirming. Affirmations, therefore, are not passive tools. They are active instruments of creation that work in partnership with your conscious intentions and behaviors. Through the consistent and deliberate use of affirmations, you can release the immense power of your subconscious mind, reprogram limiting beliefs, and align yourself with the life you desire. They are a key that unlocks the hidden potential within, guiding every thought, emotion, and action toward the manifestation of success, health, happiness, and abundance. Affirmations train the mind to focus on what is possible rather than what is lacking, on solutions rather than problems, and on empowerment rather than limitation. By making affirmations a daily practice, you are investing in your own transformation, shaping your reality from the inside out, and harnessing the most powerful tool available to you for achieving your dreams.